Hey, Internet. Welcome back to Same-ish Different Day, the podcast where we continue the march into madness. I'm Raza Malik, and I'm joined with my Amazeballs co-host, Bailey Nargang. Also featuring the lovely Wine Mom, the arbiter of everything TikTok and YouTube.
Hey, it's Wine Mom.
Bailey here. Gotta drop that reminder that you can find this show on any streaming service you use. Remember to leave a sassy review, and you want to bash us or our opinions generally? Well, you can follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and maybe some other places in the future.
I join these guys weekly to keep their egos in check as we break down complex social issues and talk about why your kids shouldn't be watching family vloggers.
We talk about real-ish on a real level. Ain't got time for the Twitters? Don't worry, we have collectively wasted our existence combing the internet for you.
Also, before these two get carried away, don't be shy. Join our Discord for the inside scoop. You can also support us on Patreon, where you can work your way up our very own class system. And don't worry, it's pay to win.
So, welcome back to another episode of Same Shit, Different Day, where we try not to rip each other's heads off.
Let's get it. What's up, internets? Welcome to Same-ish Different Day, the podcast with a name that we can't say anymore. And Raza needs to memorize this bit so he can do it. Now, speaking of spring cleaning, Raza wanted to bring around the topic. It's getting warmer out. We're getting outside. We're getting more active, and we're getting more peaceful. So we wanted to talk about... Oh yeah, you know, getting teased. But since spring cleaning is upon us, what are the best ways to clean up and organize yourself? Not just literally talking about taking things to Goodwill or to donate, but how does one make their life uncluttered and give themselves a little breathing room? As we shed our winter hardiness, what are the best ways to let go of things that we don't need, and how do we deal with this attachment to like all of the hoarder in us, you know what I mean? When cleaning up, what are things that we can do to make it easier on ourselves? For Bebe, it's categorizing the shit. I really struggle at like looking at the room and being like, oh fuck, I gotta get rid of this, I gotta get rid of that. So like literally this week, good timing, Raza, I'm sitting there and be like, I need to go through my clothes. I need to go through what furniture I want. I need to go through my kitchenware. And then I go, I need X, Y, and Z. And I need X, Y, and Z. And then I could start throwing shit out accordingly. I'm not the greatest, but, you know, at least I'm trying to figure out a path that mitigates it for me. And I think it looks a little bit different for everyone. But, Raza, how do you manage letting go of your multitude of video games that you'll never play?
Yeah, I don't. This topic isn't for me because I have no idea what to do. I keep all of my console boxes from like the PS two days, so I have an issue where I hold on to things. Like my mom thinks I have a psychological issue because I don't let go of things. I have all of the closets in my house are filled with toys that I don't need or clothes I don't need. I have
There's a
like
reason for that.
I have like 20 pairs of pants or 20 shoes that I don't wear. And she's like, you can get rid of them. I was like, no.
Bruh, give some to Baby. Donate some to the bank of Baby.
Okay,
20 shoes, fam.
This is become Give Bailey Free Stuff cast.
Oh God.
Oh no, okay, yeah, seriously, I'll send you a picture of all the shoes I don't wear. Take a picture of later. But yeah, I still need to learn how to, first not hoard. I've never done spring cleaning in my life. Yeah, exactly. So, so this podcast will be a very enlightening for me. I'm going to be learning.
Right.
Yeah.
I guess like when you think about spring cleaning, right? My number one tip and like my go-to sort of thing is like, don't take on more than you can handle in short amounts of time. So usually like I'll pick a room or a space. So like if I'm doing my bedroom, I will everything I don't want in my bedroom anymore, I remove it from my bedroom and I move it into another room. So I'll put it into the storage closet, into the living room, into the bathroom, and then I'll move from my bedroom space. Then I'll go and I'll do the storage closet. And then whatever I didn't want in the storage closet that I moved out of my bedroom, I will then move into either the living room or my other storage closet, the kitchen. And I'll just keep doing that, but keep progressing from room to room. And then eventually when you get to the last space, which for me is like my hallway space, my front hall closet, whatever is not staying there, and then it has to go.
Okay. Wow.
Like it's not, obviously I don't have a space for it. I obviously don't care about it that much because I've moved it that many times. It can go.
That's way more. One of these days, I want to do a closet thing for Marching Madness, and you will see how badly I need what Wine Mom is talking about. Just putting them in other rooms and then looking
But
at
I
them.
also think another really good thing to do is to keep like a laundry hamper or like a black, like literally a black plastic bag, some sort of like bag where you're like, you put on a shirt and you're like, I hate this shirt, and throw it in that bag. And then just keep doing that with things as you go on, and then you'll have stuff to donate at the end of the week or the month or whatever.
Yeah. I'm just like, I hate this shirt. Maybe
Hang
I'll
it back up.
Put it back up.
Yeah, don't do that.
I'm about to step into that next step of like big boyhood of outfits and attire. I have to like take stock of how much shit I need and then go acquire new clothing and or get rid of shit to fit that need. And now I've never been like, oh, Bailey needs like 4 pairs of pants and like this many t-shirts. Because right now I just got like a drawer full of like a billion fucking t-shirts have just amassed over time. So now it's time to like sort that out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a new process for me.
Well, I have a really helpful tip for clothing.
Right.
Especially because you're moving. What I would recommend is getting hangers and literally building outfits. Like literally build an outfit on the hanger.
Oh,
and then when you move, you hang up all of them, and then whatever you don't wear, right, you get rid of it. Because you force yourself to make outfits of things you know you're going to wear together. But and if you're noticing like you're not wearing them, or like, so the trick would really is to hang them all in your closet backwards. So that way when you're hanging up the empty hanger, you're hanging it forward so you know what clothes you've been reaching for more than others, and then that's how you determine what has to go. Because you're not wearing them.
That's a good pro tip.
I would definitely do that, but again, like I said, I would just skip the last step and continue hanging everything. So
no, you have to just get rid of it.
Exactly. No. Like you should see my closet, all black shirts.
Just ask your mom. Just say, "Hey, Mom, I have hung up all these clothes. I've done this for the last month. Whatever is left behind, just take it out."
It's gonna be everything because she wants me to get everything.
Bro, we get it. Okay, so Wine Mom, this is what I'm gonna ask about. It might be good for Raza because it would be distracting for him. How do you feel about Depop?
I think if you have quality stuff, especially if you're saying you have 20 pairs of shoes you don't wear, Depop, because it'll give you that rush of like, okay, I loved this shirt. I don't like how it looks on me or fits on me. If I put it on Depop, I'm gonna get $10 for it.
For the
then
listeners,
I can buy a new shirt that I like.
Okay, I see what
or go to Plato's Closet. Take all your shit to Plato's Plato's Closet, get your money, and then go buy a new shirt or pants.
Yeah. Okay.
So for the listeners, Depop is an app you can get, I think, in America and Canada. That is just basically, it's like Craigslist, but for your clothes specifically. And then Plato's Closet, I think, is only Canadian, but it's basically a thrift store, but they actually pay you. So if you bring in nice stuff, they'll actually pay you instead of doing consignment.
But
bing bang.
The thing with Plato's Closet though is they only take very good quality or very name brand stuff because they're jerks.
Because they're jerks, and that's why like it's easier to give it like I don't know. Like, I have donated stuff in the past, but a lot of, like to Goodwill or even like Value Village, which is there in Canada, I think specifically. But I think, yeah, I just need to learn how to, let go of. I have attachment issues, so I just need to learn how to fucking, because they're things, right? They're just things.
Yeah.
You need them, but I keep on thinking it's like sentient for some reason. I'm insane like that. So
Like
I
everything has a personality and a name.
yeah, it's weird. I
Yeah.
have as my mother says, there's something wrong with me. So
I
I
mean, you
You
can
just
I
ask,
need.
think I'm gonna do that.
yeah.
I will
Like
hop in
you
super
can ask
quick.
any of my, sorry, are you gonna go ahead?
Oh, it's bad timing. My bad. We blew it this time. I
No.
fucking. I've always had that problem too, Raza, and it's not necessarily a like, oh, you haven't experienced enough, but it's like once you try it a couple times, it gets a little bit easier. I've always been like when I was a kid, I used to have to cry when my mom was like, "Put away your toys or get rid of some of them," and I'd just be like, "No, I want them all out. I want to see them
Yeah,
all." Right, but it's like I
yeah,
had to move so much. I had to like I was forced to let go of things that
yeah,
eventually start. So it's like I'm not saying that as like the woe is me, but as you try, as you start, you can go get rid of like a T-shirt, then it's easier to get rid of two T-shirts next time. You know?
yeah. It's interesting. Like I remember when my mom made me give away my Legos when I was in college. I was not okay with that. So I got some steps to take. But no, but yeah, I see what you're saying. It's like,
I want my
Yeah.
try
mom
it
to get back
once.
in here. What were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say I'm a hoarder of things too, and everything in my home has a personality and a life. I mean, you can ask any one of my friends. Like, if you ask Panda, he'll tell you what I'm like with my stuff. Like, I have a lot of things. Like, I call myself a maximalist. It's kind of, yeah, it's kind of how I live. Um, I've got lots of stuff. But for me, okay, it sounds dumb, but I really believe in the Marie Kondo method. Now, she is a lot more vigilant and like keeping your stuff minimal, but I think what's really important is like you can be a maximalist if you do it right. But if you like for me it's like certain things bring me lots of joy and there's no way you're going to pry it from my cold dead little hands. So, but the way that I try to keep things is like I try to keep stuff that were gifts. So like a
Yeah.
lot of the stuff in my home that I have been given to me from friends. So I'm like, I guess it's staying.
Same, dude. I'm like that too, dude. Like so many things that like people have given to me. It's like I guess it would be a dick move if I get rid of this. Like
Yeah.
it
But
seems
there's
like
also
too bad.
Yeah, but there's also this thing like it's very common with people who have ADHD
Hmm.
is like having having a lot of things and having like doom piles or doom drawers where you just like shove all the things that are similar-ish things into a drawer and you're like this is fine. They're all
Yeah,
similar-ish things. And like what if I need this charger from like 2021 one day for this
yeah,
iPhone that I don't have anymore? I might need
mhm,
it. So I
yeah.
should hold on to it. But
And
instead, you somehow end up with 12.
yes, yeah,
Yeah.
dude. Like we just love holding on to shit. I just noticed that now
Mm-hmm.
as people. We, we just can't like because like my grandmother when she moved in with us, the amount of shit she had, like we still have like this table. We have so many tables in my house. This table I'm using is hers, because
Mm.
the Humane Society doesn't want to take it, so we don't know, and we put it on Craigslist and
The
occasionally,
Habitat for Humanity.
yeah, have it for you.
The Humane Society for
Humanity.
tables. So that's just say you got
For
a
the
table rehab facility, just
yeah,
like a room full of tables getting gently oiled all day long.
yeah. No, but the
But
thing is,
there's so
the thing,
much.
right? But I think the thing is, like, there is a lot of psychological aspects as to why people do certain things, right? Like,
Hmm.
I know why I am I know exactly why I'm a collector of things is because when I was younger, my mom I don't mean to be mean to her, but my mom would limit the amount of things we had. And like she was the thrower outer of things. Like my mom, she would just like go into her room, grab a bunch of shit, be like, going in the garbage. And so we lost a lot of toys. My mom would always throw out clothes and she'd be like, I'm just going to buy you new ones. And it's like, they say it's a trauma response. I don't really know if I necessarily agree with that. I think it's more just like, now I'm an adult and I want to keep my things. And for me, they all have some sort of sentiment. So I'm going to keep them.
I feel like that's the
It's a
same
security thing.
Yeah, I do feel like that's the same sort of thing that because growing up, my mom would just take instead of toys, my clothes, and be like, "Yep, this is all gone. Who gives a fuck? This is all going." And now, as I'm always like, I have a say in this now. This shit stays. This shit stays. And nothing leaves.
Exactly.
Like on garbage, like I have a drawer near my bed that has all headphones cases, and my mom's just saying, "What? Why do you need that?" I don't
You
want
should
to, but
probably clean that up.
don't
Yeah.
get I'm rid of it. Yeah, but yeah.
That's I do feel that I had a little bit of therapy through having my eBay store, the streaming on Wednesdays, live streaming on this channel. But it's
By the way, why don't you?
it did help me progress through that because I've always had the same problem, so I can't sit here on some chair, but like evaluating the value of items for the store helped me look at my stuff a little bit more objectively of like, does this really mean as much as it's worth? This is a $2 Kinder Egg toy. Is it from a valuable memory or is it just one I got when I was 10? And then
I think it's from a valuable memory.
Yeah,
some
that's
of
why I
them
love,
are.
love
But I mean, do
love
you?
I have a whole. I've got crates full of shit that is just those little trinkets, but I got the same problem that I got so many of these. How many are you gonna keep dragging around? Because this is I'm fine with this. Like, look, I got shelves full of it. These are all. I got little stories to all this, right? But
Yeah.
I try to do a little bit better of like what's the value, like how is it important to me, you know?
Well, that's
Yeah.
how you declutter your life if you put like a value on things because it can work. It's
Yeah, I guess.
I yo cynical. I just mean it value to you though. Like, is this a memory I had because it was my mom bought me the
well,
first Kinder Egg toy,
I'm
or is it like, yo, I just got this at the store randomly when I was in grade 6?
yeah. All those memories are the same to me. So
To
again,
me, yeah.
yeah, they're all the same.
Really?
Yeah, they're all the same ones.
Yeah.
That's why I
I mean,
hold on to
I'm
shit.
literally right. Like I'm literally looking at my computer desk right now, and I have a bunch of glass and rocks that I got at the beach.
Yeah.
That I just got them at the beach because I was like, oh, these are pretty on the ground, and I just have them now. And I can get rid of them. I'm not doing anything with them. I just look at them, but I
Bro,
don't want to. They're mine.
I ain't ashamed to admit that I got a box full of rocks myself. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
But
these are beach rocks. Different.
yo, I got beach rocks too. I got ancient
Mhm.
fossils. You want to have a rock off? We can have a rock off.
You can get
Anyway,
something off.
honestly. But I
So
mean, like, I've given all those a purpose. That's why I'm keeping them and I look at them all the time.
which I
Because I'm a
support
weird
too.
spiritual bird.
I think that's fair. So that's a good advice then. That's how about we round it off with the wine mom tip right there of that it's like not necessarily as they cringed at me, it's not necessarily the value of the item, it's the value you put into it. So if you want to keep rocks on your desk, then keep those rocks because they matter to you, you know?
So just to say, Bailey, you hold that Gumpy very valuable, right? Because it's on your desk, right? Or
Yeah.
your computer. Yeah, so see, you could, yeah, so I don't see, I think you harbor some of the things that Wine Mom had that you were
Yeah.
trying, but
Mm-hmm.
you're
He's a
you're gonna
little hoarder too.
yeah, he's a little hoarder. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Like I
Mm-hmm.
have Yeah, maybe you should get rid of half of those things.
Why? Man, you
It's
don't like
No,
it?
okay,
You
leave
don't
him
think it
alone.
has
Let
a
him have his
purpose?
hoard closet thing.
I know. Come on. Lars Ulrich? I got a Lars Ulrich figurine. Give me a break, bro.
Honestly, see, but I'm like that with mugs. I am a mug collector, like a coffee mug collector. Bro,
Yeah.
seriously, it was to the point when I lived with my mom, I had literally 3 shelves in the kitchen of just my mugs. And my mom was like, please, they need to go. And I was like, never, never, ever. I think out of all of them, I'm keeping all of them. I don't care how crusty they get. They're mine.
Oh, um, I'm
Too
like
bad.
t-shirts. I will never get rid of a t-shirt. It's
Yeah,
the
Panda's like that.
Yeah, I fucking love t-shirts.
But what
Yeah.
when do you wear it? I used to be that way, but what's the sentimental value to the t-shirt? Like, what are
You
you
can
gonna
wear them
do?
when you're sleeping. You can wear them when you're walking.
They look cool. The
They're
design in it is
cool.
awesome.
When was the last
When you get
time
a
you wore the?
girlfriend, there's lots of fun ones to pick
This
from.
I wore this in November. I wore this in November. Yeah, there's lots of, of them.
That's a long
So like,
t-shirt rotation, fam. You really stocked up.
no, well, because I didn't well, no, I did wear it, but I didn't wear it alone because of the winter times. The last time I wore it was probably when it was because I'm learning things about shirts. You don't wear them often. Because they'll lose
No,
their shit. Um, and stop fucking putting your clothes with, you know, segregate your clothes, not society, but do it
Yeah,
in
learn
class.
about
equality
perm press.
matters. Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
next segment. Sweater
God
segment.
fucking
Sweaters.
damn it.
Okay, you gotta go. Okay, give us the t-shirt
No,
time.
okay.
Give me t. All right, fine, fine. So, Raza gave me a spicy one. We're moving on to Am I the Asshole? We got Am I the Asshole for filming my toddler crying instead of comforting him? So, Raza's trying to Ron Burgundy me here, and it's not gonna
I'm not
happen.
trying at all. First of all.
I'll do it. I'll do it. So my son Bailey is 2, and my husband has worked almost exclusively from home since he's been born. Usually, Bailey will go into his dad's office around lunchtime to call him, but when this happened, my husband was on a business trip. For the first 2 days, he went into his office and started crying because he couldn't find his dad. It was really cute, and I wanted to show my husband. So on the third day, I knew it was coming and I filmed it so I could send it to him. I showed my family too, including my stepsister, who didn't find it so cute, and told me I was awful for standing there and filming him while he cried instead of comforting him. Him being Bailey, the young child in this situation. Now, is she an asshole for filming her toddler crying? I think there is a lot of important context to be given here, but let's see what does
Mm-hmm.
Wine Mom think first.
Really?
I
That's
think it's like
super.
a, I think it's a yes or no. Like it's a little bit of both. Cause like I'm a big believer in like children are not your entertainment. Obviously, as we had a discussion about this just before the show. I believe that children are not for entertainment, but I feel like if you're sending a like that is low key kind of cute. Like he said, we were with my dad, like,
Yeah.
and she's sending it to family. It's not like she's like putting it on TikTok or Facebook for everyone's entertainment. I mean, I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm assuming she comforted him shortly afterwards. But I mean, I'm also a believer in like let him cry it out kind of thing because they got to
Yeah.
figure it out eventually.
Yeah.
But no, I don't. I mean, ultimately, I don't think she's an asshole because she
No.
was just trying to show her husband something that he probably doesn't recognize. He
Yeah.
probably doesn't realize how much the kid loves his dad until he's
Yeah.
not there.
Yeah.
So I don't think she's terrible for doing that because
She
I'm
does.
guarantee you coddled him right after.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because
Yeah.
I see
Yeah.
these videos on Instagram all the time, and the
Hmm.
mom or dad is being like, "Don't worry, something good is gonna happen." But yeah, I don't know. Just as Billy said, there's
I
been
mean, kids will cry because they got a little bit of rain on their forehead. Relax, people.
No,
okay.
you
Let's not
yeah.
personally attack me. All right, relax, guys. All right, that happened last week. It was
All
not great.
right, drama.
And I like the coddling part. Like specifically, this human writing the story really did not sit and write it like they're like. And I thought it was hilarious. Like it clearly sounds like they comforted the child immediately after. Like
Yeah.
it was definitely not done as like let's set this up for influencer fame.
Face family bullshit.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's not us who literally have done that, who have literally sat there and filmed their.
This story or post is them getting an authentic moment and showing that they authentically miss the other parent because it's their authentic feeling. So it's all real. I don't think they're the asshole for showing that the child is genuinely crying over something that they genuinely feel, and the mother is emphasizing that.
So
I should be a parent.
speaking of the Ace family and speaking of Raza's poor life decisions, we're moving on to the mental health aspect of spring cleaning.
Right.
So, spring cleaning could mean a number of things. It could mean cleaning up your Gundams, which you'll have all the time in the world since you know it really means nothing at all, or readjusting your mental health since it's a good time to evaluate
You didn't
things
read
in
that in
one life.
brackets.
I read it well. So, creating a checklist. What can people do during this time to not only sort out their personal goods, but to help keep track of some mental health needs? So, how can spring cleaning positively impact this? So for Bebe, I've been the stereotype. I've been getting the gains. I've been taking those 4 Yokos as I showed Raza today. So I've been like starting that routine though to be a meathead. Like I'm getting something done first thing in the morning, and that's like I always hated those videos, but that's the thing that I noticed is like it is benefiting me. It's like, okay, I got this fucking one thing done, so I can stop being so anxious about all the things I got to get done.
We get it, Bailey.
Yeah.
You're better than us. We get it.
Right.
You get swole every morning. We get it. We get it, Bailey. My mom and I are just we're too busy trying to get on our lives, and meanwhile, homie over here is doing sets to Papa
Bro,
Roach. Yeah,
I just can't even get out of bed every day. That's the
exactly,
first
man. We
part.
get it. The fact that you can work out consistently, yeah, just let's just flex on us some more. Why don't you?
Okay, bro.
Yeah.
Then so what I started with, and for Raza, because I know Wine Mom does this at times, is like go for a walk, bro. Just get up and go for a walk.
Buddy, I go for walks ever since I don't even go for walks anymore. I just go for runs now. I went for the first run on Saturday. I fucking died.
What are you
Oh my
complaining
God.
about, you poop head?
I know.
This
You're out
man,
here running.
oh no, it was barely a run. It was more like runs I go to the end of the street and die. That's what it was.
God.
But this man over here has been doing it since the dawn of time. I just started since I took a 3-year hiatus. That's my excuse.
All right.
But
So
I do walk and I
let's
run.
hear it though, Raza. What is your mental health spring clean then?
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh boy. I don't have one. Mine is just like,
Oh, you're just gonna bite off everyone else.
I
yeah,
know.
exactly. Because I don't want to fix myself. No, I'm just like, uh, I like try to organize myself as much as I can, which is kind of hard to do. Um, I tried to look at like the stuff that we're doing with marching into madness, um, the projects that we're doing, and because those things overwhelm me, so I try to tackle those things first and how to process things, and then I just basically organize my my thoughts and everything in my life, and that calms me down more. So I would create a system, and I implement it, and then I take it from there. And
So
then
then to
Yeah.
double down on the life advice, when you're sorting it out, You don't have to give all of the sauce, but do you use an app to do this sorting, or are you a handwritten bookman's?
I'm a both. I'm a hybrid. I play football teams. I I use my phone to create things that I need to do as I'm doing them, but then I take notes for bigger things. Things that like it takes me longer to do because the things I do on my phone I can easily cross them out as I'm doing them throughout the day. But if I have this notebook with all my things that I need to do, I just slowly over time scratch them out. Okay, I did this one, and then write a note, like just to reference it back or some shit like that. But it's super not complicated. I'm still very early in the process. Yeah, mine's a literal agenda. Like those agendas we got in school. I'm just
Oh yeah.
reusing
Oh
one
gosh.
of those old ones. Yeah, and stuff. It still smells like cool. So I'm just like,
The
Mm-mm.
calendar probably isn't even right.
you can write notes though. There's like sort of sections where you can
Oh
write
my
notes.
god,
But
that's
I
jokes.
don't use.
So,
I just go
wine
that.
mom, when you're entering
Mm.
spring, since you have attachment to items, and then you got a quaint kitty to take care of, what do you recommend to stay sorted as you're entering spring?
Um, well, I am probably the most, I always have the best advice, but I am the most unstable, probably, out of everyone I know. Um, Honestly, with especially with mental health, when things are just not working, is like, don't be ashamed to like have a little mental breakdown, especially when you're like moving into spring cleaning. Like, if you want to have like a week where you just have a mental breakdown, it's fine. But I think the most important thing is to like promise yourself that, okay, you can have this time to be mad and upset or stressed or overwhelmed or tired or whatever you need to do. And then you got to push past it. And I think the most important thing when it comes to like a mental health spring clean type thing is like you need to build a routine, because I think people neglect the fact that it's a new year. Like, I know New Year happened in the winter for everyone. You know how I feel about New Year's. New Year's to me is on your birthday, but
Mm-hmm.
Fun fact about
yeah.
so sorry, just a small tidbit. The Iranian New Year just happened this past
Oh,
weekend.
perfect.
Like, yeah,
That makes
so
sense.
yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But technically spring is like the new year if you think about it,
Yeah.
because that's when everyone's starting to go outside again. We're all starting to like have more energy and all that kind of stuff. So I think it's important to look at your old routine and build a new routine. And like even if that's something so stupid as like for me, I try to not go on my if I'm not going to work. Like for me, I think my weekends is my more important routines than the work week, because I don't have the same flexibility in my schedule as you guys. So like I'm going to work. It doesn't matter. That schedule's
Mm-hmm.
already set for me.
Yeah.
But on the weekends, like I try to promise myself, I'm not gonna check my phone right away. I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'm gonna have a coffee. I'm gonna feed the cat. I'm gonna stand on the balcony, get some fresh air, and then maybe I'll try and go to the beach early in the morning. And I just try and like do little dumb things that make my brain feel happy.
Yeah, I'm like
Yeah.
that
And
too. I'm like that too,
yeah,
yeah.
and then I just promised myself to like keep those routines and like like just remembered that every year you're gonna have to relook at your routine.
Yeah, and that's yeah, I think having a routine is also kind of a distraction for me
Yeah.
because then I get to like think about the important things that actually matter rather than the negativity in my life all the
Well, it
So
just
time.
I
makes me
got
feel obligated to continue doing what I have to do.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead,
so I
Bailey.
got I got a pro tip question building on both of your stuff, because it's something I get
Mm.
stuck in and I don't know how to solve it. Is like sometimes it sounds like we get stuck in the same boat that Wine Mom likes to find the creature comforts and then Raza likes to schedule, right? I
Hmm.
get lost in that loop. I get lost in the like scheduling loop. I get so stuck trying to figure things out that I'm not doing enough. how do you get
In what
yourself stuck?
capacity?
Like you're sitting there always planning, like, oh, I'm planning, I got to do this next week,
Okay.
and then the next
Okay,
month,
so
and then this is what's coming in the next year, but then I'm not dealing with the problems that I got to solve right now.
like how I deal with that is I look at the definite like my immediate like my immediate issues, and then I kind of worked with things like if I'm able to, I kind of like how is my comfort level towards certain things, and I sort of like limit myself to those comfort level, and then of course they get smaller and bigger depending on how my how my mindset is. So I think for me, it's just finding things I can do naturally and comfortably, and then just doing it within that. That's how I have like sort of set the rules for myself.
Yeah.
That helps. I
Um.
get it. Like setting blatant boundaries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I guess like forcing yourself, like if you want to write out a month or a year worth of stuff, it's fine. But I think it's important to limit yourself to like what you can look at. So like
Yes.
I guess in the aspect of like because I have a different lifestyle than you, so I can say for me is I try to have a calendar with a year full of stuff that I know are important, like birthdays and holidays and other important things that need to be on the calendar. And then I promise myself not to book anything past. If it's Saturday, I don't book anything past next Saturday. I'm only looking at this week. Maybe
Yeah.
I'll go 2 weeks, but I try to go, I'm only thinking about this week.
Yeah.
I
Mm-hmm.
don't try and think about, like, oh, in 3 weeks I have to do this thing, which is why I never go on vacation because I never plan a vacation. I just go when I want to do something, right?
More
Yeah.
But
fun, yeah. Yeah.
you know but I mean,
Yeah.
like, if you're finding that you're like too stuck in the year aspect of things, like, you need to just limit yourself to like, this is what I'm going to do this week,
Yeah.
and
I
then
think
when next week
Yeah.
comes, deal with it then.
I wholeheartedly agree with that because like it's super
Hmm.
like to me it's like anxiety inducing when I think about the future. I would much rather
Yeah.
deal with my immediate future and
In
then
all
cross.
honesty, yeah,
Yeah.
in all honesty, I don't even look past 3 days. Like, if I'm making plans with someone, I'm like, I'll
Yeah.
let you know 3 days before plan day if
Exactly.
I'm
Yeah.
doing it or not.
if that's I
If
plan
you
about 2 weeks ahead of time. That's usually I'm
yes,
No,
about 2 weeks ahead
yeah.
planned.
I can't do.
no,
I cannot do. You're not seeing me
stop
do.
it.
I wish I
Stop it.
had more long. I have freedom and some flexibility, but like the shit I gotta get done always like stacks up out of my control.
Well,
Then you
you
gotta like wake up and go, what are these? Set some alarms in your phone, bro,
and
for
don't
things
I'm
that
do
you know
doing
are
oddballs.
majorly important.
and I'm doing better. I'm doing better at it. I just still get stuck in that loop. So that advice did help. That advice did help a lot.
Hmm.
You just gotta like. If I were you, I just first again what I said. Find your or even what my mom said too is just find your limits and party within them. You know what I mean? Because you're just gonna overwork yourself and exhaust yourself quicker. You like
Yeah,
to me, if you're planning like this is what I feel, but if you're gonna plan out 2 weeks in advance, prepare to prepare to know that there's gonna be a burnout before that 2 weeks ends. So for me, doing it 1 week, if I if I feel that the burnout is coming for after a week, I just take that time off and then come back and re, readjust, right? So
yeah.
I can give I what I do is I give all of the weekends to cool down and then come back, right? So you
Like,
just
this
have
is
to.
the thing. Like, if you want to book 2 weeks, right? And you're constantly looking at 2 weeks in your schedule, right?
Yeah.
When it's Monday, you go 2 weeks from that Monday. When it's Tuesday, you go 2 weeks from that Tuesday. So you've already made 2 weeks from Monday, right? So then when Tuesday comes, you're only dealing with the Tuesday after the Monday 2 weeks away. And you
Yeah.
just keep doing that so that you're focusing on currently where you are. And then you're only adding one extra day to your 2 weeks. So you're still 2 weeks ahead, but you're only adding one extra day at a time instead of adding like another 2 weeks to your 2 weeks to another 2 weeks and then another 2 weeks and then a month, you know?
Yeah, I'm getting
in a
much better
small
at that
circle.
structure. I'm getting there. I'm getting there slowly, but I'm definitely not there yet. I hope this is valuable for people to hear. I feel like at least I hope I'm not the only one stuck in this wackiness.
I
No,
mean,
I don't think
we're all
so.
growing. Like honestly, coming out of college, I was so scared of like losing my routine of like waking up and doing because that's what makes me feel like I've accomplished something is like if I
Yeah.
have a routine and I'm doing something over and I have to do something, I'm obliged to do it. So like I was unemployed for like a year and a half out of college. I was like, this is not good for my mental health. But then after I got stuff going, it just I fell back into the routine and then bam, it just got sort of like
Hmm.
easier for me. So
I think,
yeah, sorry, go.
go ahead.
No, I was gonna say what Wine Monk said. Just routine,
Yeah.
routine, routine, essentially.
Yeah, I think with the pandemic, a lot of us have kind of reset how we look at routines because I think for a long time we didn't even have a routine.
Yeah,
Like I know
yeah,
for me, like I was like a year and a half with no, I just kind of was freeballing it every day.
yeah.
So I had to like create a routine, right? And
Yeah,
then I
that's
think like yeah, and I think also investing in like small acts of therapy, right? Like I know we've talked about this before, but CBT, which is cognitive behavioral therapy, is a very common form of therapy. And it's you could do it anywhere. Like you could literally go on YouTube, look up CBT, and they'll give you details how to do it. I've recommended a book here before. I can't
Hmm.
remember the title of it right now off the top of my head. Um, but I recently actually downloaded an app on my phone. It's called Finch, and it's
Hmm.
you're like you have this little bird and you get out on little adventures and it brings back little like snacks so you can like have a little story with the snack, but then like
hmm.
you have to earn energy to send him out on his field trips. So in order to do that you have to do check-ins, so you have to like check in on your mood, maybe write about your dream you had the night before, or have like a
Oh,
random like moment of
oh,
affirmation, like little tiny
okay,
things that you do,
okay.
and then you get to buy little clothes. But it's like this is the thing with this app is that like it's encouraging you to like stop and check in, but also
Yeah,
like in a fun, cute way.
yeah. I think I
Yeah.
do. I have the same sort of thing. Like not Finch. I got this app called Fabulous, which I hope they sponsor us in the future because it's actually helping me with everything in my life from mental health
Hmm.
to like organization. It just you custom like it tailors like you can pay for it and then the free stuff is like you can tailor a schedule to your needs. So like you want to get more sleep, or you want to eat more,
Hmm.
or you want to, or you want to be on the screen less. So it customizes every like drink water more and stuff like that. Like it'll the phone. I think you can
Okay,
pay
so
the pay.
can I hop in with a counter to these two things that I've experienced? This isn't devil's advocate.
Hmm.
Sometimes these apps make me anxious because then it's just more things I gotta get done.
You're thinking
Like,
about it too much.
but then
I
I gotta
mean,
get in the app, and I'm already on my phone so much, and then I gotta check it to be on this app, and ba ba ba.
It gives you an alert, but like if you don't think about it as much, if you just like think of it as like on its own without
mhm.
the anxiety, I mean the anxiety thing will just go away because you're just thinking about it
The thing
too
is, like, I
much.
think you have a very valid argument, right, into what you're saying. And it's like an app is not going to work for everyone.
Yeah.
It works for me because my anxious tick is to unlock my phone. That's literally my anxious tick is like to unlock my phone. I don't even use my phone. I probably unlock like 90% of my face usage of my phone, screen time, whatever, is from me unlocking my phone as a nervous
Mhm,
tick, right?
mhm.
Hmm.
Um, and so because iPhone has widgets now, which is great, I don't know why it took them so long. You can have this app set up as a widget on your home screen. So for me, when I unlock my phone, that's the first thing I see. So like not every single tick I have, but maybe like the 10th one, I'm like, let me just see what my little birdie boy is doing. Maybe he needs a hat. You know what I mean? Like it's just a little something to like give me something to do. But I think if that's not your bag, like even something so simple as like having, because you like to write in your journal a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And I know you have one of those like erasable journals, don't you? Have like one of those temporary ones or whatever.
I got a
Anyway,
digital one, but yeah, continue. Yeah.
there's like you can buy ones that you can upload them on your computer. So if you want to do like a Google Doc of like these
Mm-hmm.
things, but it's like you could in the morning, right? Write down 5 check-ins that you want to do, right? A daily affirmation, a how are you doing, a mood tracker, and then I don't know, whatever else you think is important for you, right? Stress level, did you accomplish your goals? You just answer those 5 questions throughout the day, every day, or every other day. Because again, like I know I've talked about this before on the show. It's like if you want to be the kind of person that journals every day, then practice to be the person that journals every day by doing it maybe once a week to then twice a week until you get comfortable and get used to it. If an app doesn't work for you, an app works
Okay.
for me.
Maybe you're inspiring me. I feel swayed. Maybe I will start writing a bit more, but that's also good advice for everyone overall. I do like that a lot. And I'm not denying the apps. I'm envious in a way. That bird thing sounds like super cute, and I wish I
Get
had
it,
that.
Bailey?
Maybe the bird app sounds very cute. I might engage with the little bird.
It's so
Is that a
cute.
paid app?
No, it's free. You can pay, but the thing is like obviously these apps want you to pay for them, but this one gives you I think it's like 5 to 10 prompts a day
Really,
for
I
free.
can give you the APK of that app.
Okay,
Don't
thank
worry.
you.
Yeah.
All right. So, kids, you
Android
disregard.
doing?
That was very legal. That's very legal what Rosa just offered, by the way. So,
He doesn't. They don't know what it is because they're all iPhone users. They don't know what it
Rosa,
is.
Okay, bully.
sign them off. Give them. What's your last spring cleaning, mind cleaning tip for the day?
Get a lot of sunshine. Just make sure the sun sprays all over you. You need that vitamin D. Because that will make you happy and make your spring cleaning more worth it. And um, uh, April showers brings May flowers, so we'll be happy in the summertime because we all did our spring cleaning.
Mm-hmm.
You're a character. Wine mom?
Your character.
What's my final tip is what you're asking?
Yeah.
Um, it's funny because it's also a meme, but I agree with Raza about the going out for your walk. Because it's like going out for a walk is going to make you feel better even if you don't want to do it.
Two
So,
tips to today.
yeah.
So then I'll stay on the wholesome tip. It's like something I realized lately that I was neglecting to do because I'm always hustling through shit. Is like just stopping
You
to
take
breathe.
showers.
You know,
Oh,
just
that too.
fuck you, just breathing, just sitting there and like don't do nothing. Turn off the YouTube videos, turn off the music, and just take like 10 deep breaths, bro. It's like you're always consumed by so much crap nowadays that it can get overwhelming at times without you even noticing it. So the slowing down has really like helped me out, honestly. But I don't know if that's too cheesy. I see Raza giggling at me.
No, I'm reading the
Fair,
yeah.
fair.
Yeah.
But so that sounds good.
Tweet of the
That's
week.
cute.
Tweet of the week.
Tweet of the week, tweet of the week, tweet of the week, tweet of the week. Raza's got a great one this week, kids. I giggled quite a bit at it, so it is now on the screen. Okay, so the tweet reads, "Call her beef, the way she's stroganoff my noodle."
Yeah. Why, mom? Why, mom?
You are actually an idiot.
Why, mom?
That is what nightmares are made out of.
That was a good one. Thank you for visiting. We appreciate.
Blame Wine Mom for this. She knew she would release the animal in me with this.
I did.
Yeah, and this is y'all are to blame for this, not me. All right, this is your own fault. You said, Reza, give us the best tweets. I'm Bernie Sanders now, but give us the best tweets. And I said, fine.
Yep.
Yep.
Because
Yep.
it's a dick joke. Get it?
But okay, kids. Thank you for coming through. We hope we gave perspective as per usual, because clearly we're all borderline hoarders and are learning to mitigate the tendencies of both our trauma and ADHD. But if you want to hear more about this, kids, you can tune in weekly by subscribing to the show on any podcast platform, or if you're listening to that version, you can tune in live on Twitch, where we actually do the show live, and you can hang out with us afterwards and chit chat and call us idiots or give your own therapy advice. It's up to you. Now, I want, spur the moment, to close out the show. Raza has to give the name of the song that he's been listening to most lately.
Don't you dare cheat.
Stage by Normandy.
All right. There you go, kids. Go listen to that. Now, what we're going to do, we're put on the outro for the show, and we'll be right back. So the outro's coming on, and it's just chatting right after. So we'll see y'all in a second. Bye, kids. Say bye. Say bye, everybody. Say bye.
Bye.
Thank you again for watching us badly talk about these topics.
You can follow us on Twitch, Marching Into Madness, all one word, no space. On the gram, marching_into_madness, and on Patreon at patreon.com/marchingintomadness. And again, on Le Discord at Marching Into Madness.
Join us, and Bailey will pay you 10 whole Canadian dollars.
You can follow Whitey over at gnarly_media on the Insta. You must definitely follow the life of our whole podcast, Wine Mom, at X Wine Mom X, because the year's 2002, and we still have the X in our names. And me, your favorite brown boy, at _r.r_malik_.
Thank you for the third time. We love you. Drink some milk and be healthy.
Remember, kids, say no to school and yes to
It's like such bad advice. It's like, here we put this well-formulated podcast together with good insight on facts and truth and political points and social issues. Don't go to school, dude.
Oh, God.
Bailey
Motherfucker shouldn't be near school after saying that.
It's like, Bailey listens to me say the sentence and he goes, maybe I should say my sentence now.